Donald Trump is the political equivalent of the undisciplined. Rich kid who never once heard the word no and grew into an old man still throwing tantrums in public while an entire political party scrambles behind him cleaning up broken glass. And what's insane is not even just Trump himself anymore. It's the ecosystem around him. Because every single time Donald Trump behaves recklessly, impulsively, narcissistically, or cruelly, instead of consequences, Republicans reward him like proud parents, watching a toddler smear ketchup on the walls and calling it leadership. He insults veterans, they clap. He mocks disabled people, they rationalize it. He explodes online at 2 a.m. sounding like a guy arguing. With ghosts in a casino parking garage, they call it authenticity. He demands loyalty above the Constitution itself. They line up to kiss the ring anyway. And the more unstable the behavior gets, the more resources they pour into him. More money, more protection, more excuses, more vanity projects, more rallies, more propaganda, more tax dollars burned to preserve one man's ego. Why is Donald Trump acting like this? Why are grown adults continuing to reward it? Because this is what enabling looks like. Donald Trump has spent years discovering that no matter what line he crosses, there will always be a room full of politicians, donors, influencers, media personalities, and terrified careerists willing to move the line for him. That's dangerous. Not because one loud narcissist exists, history is full of those, but because institutions that are supposed to restrain unstable behavior instead began orbiting around it like moons around a dying star. A healthy political party would have sat Trump down years ago and said, "You are hurting the country, stop." Instead, they handed him the microphone, the budget, the headlines, the legal defense fund, and in some cases, seemingly their entire moral compass. And now America feels exhausted because the entire country has been psychologically dragged into one man's endless emotional volatility. Every week is another crisis, another outrage, another loyalty test, another circus. And ordinary Americans, Democrats, Republicans, independents alike, are sitting there trying to pay rent, survive inflation, raise children, and maintain sanity, while billionaires and political operatives treat Donald Trump's chaos addiction like it's a business model, because for many of them it is. Rage generates clicks, chaos generates donations, division generates power. Meanwhile, the country itself slowly erodes under the weight of permanent outrage fatigue. The United States of America, the most powerful country on earth, sometimes looks less like a stable republic and more like an entire nation, being emotionally held hostage by one deeply insecure man who cannot function, unless the entire world revolves around him every hour of every day. That's not strength. That's dysfunction with branding.